We're spending the New Year's in Arkansas. Hi friends, we're here in Hot Springs Village, Arkansas, starting off the new year great, so let's get going. Not to be confused with Hot Springs. Hot Springs Village is its own gated community with only the west and east entrances. The village is located in the Wichita Mountains and covers 26,000 acres. It is the largest gated community in Arkansas. This beautiful area contains 12 lakes perfect for swimming, fishing, and boating. Over 30 miles of hiking and biking trails, over 20 restaurants with gas stations, churches, medical doctors, and clinics, 15 tennis courts, access to pools, outdoor and indoor with gym. There is so much in this gated community that it's hard to name it all. But one thing that is impressive is that Hot Springs Village has 9 scenic golf courses. A perfect place to practice golfing skills or hang out with friends. Best part is watching your buddy miss the hole, then have a meltdown and his ball hit himself in the head or a random lady. And I'm having too much fun, so let's get back on track. I do want to mention that we're here visiting family. I got my in-laws that live down here in Arkansas, so that has been my main focus, is just spending time with them and doing all the stuff with them. So any filming that I'm sharing with you is just all any extra stuff. We are staying inside the Hot Springs Village area, and it is just an absolutely gorgeous area. I'm going to do the best that I can of showing everything around, and it is just a neat place. So you know about it, and maybe it's a place where you would like to visit. To start this road trip adventure, let's dig into the food. Due to having to travel to see my in-laws, we ended up only having time for one dine-in restaurant. We made our choice to go to the Dolce Vita Italian restaurant. We have been here before on a former visit, and we just had to make a return. I do want to mention the atmosphere of this restaurant is very quiet and subtle, so I did not want to film myself blabbing about the food to prevent disturbing the other guests in the restaurant. When you first walk in, your eyes will be drawn to the Italian decor and design that makes you feel like you're exploring the vineyards of Florence or Tuscany. We visited during the week on a slower night, and as you can see, the extended room for accommodating larger number of guests is closed. I have seen the room before, and the atmosphere and Italian decor does continue into the extended room, making the atmosphere warm and inviting. The bar is also nicely decorated with hanging bottles of fine wine. Even though the state of Arkansas is not huge into drinking, the Dolce Vita does provide alcoholic beverages, including dessert coffees, to please the adult palate. The menu is huge, so feel free to pause the video for a closer look. The thing I missed recording was a special entree menu. It only had 3 items. One of them my husband ordered. You'll get to see that in a few minutes. The other choice was a beef ravioli, and I don't recall the third choice, so my apologies. And served at every table were freshly baked buns. They were lightly glazed with garlic and seasoning. It was a divine touch of flavor to enhance the fluffy, soft texture. I should have flipped those up right, but that's okay. But we need to hold the phone and talk about this house-made butter. It was seasoned and heavily whipped, making it very light and airy. The combo of the soft bread and the airy butter was magically melting with flavor. I even overheard another guest laughing with her husband, and when the waiter walked over to check on things, the lady said, "I have no idea what is in the butter, but I need to take it home with me." Now, how's that for a review that a chef wants to hear? Each entree is served with the usual soup and salads, but let's get into that pasta. First up is the chicken and shrimp Mona Lisa. This is what my husband ordered and is on the special entree menu. It is served with the chef's signature sauce. The chicken breast and shrimp are sautéed with fresh mushrooms and shallots in a dill brandy cream sauce. True Italians don't break the pasta, and as you can see, my husband is struggling with the world's longest noodle. Up next, my daughter got the chicken Alfredo. The chicken breast was sautéed and sliced with garlic, fresh cream, and aged Roman pecorino cheese, and she loved every bit of it. On the kids' menu, my son got the spaghetti and meatball topped with the marinara sauce. It was served with one hefty bad boy of a meatball. It was a perfect size for my hungry little guy. And finally, we are at my heavenly dish. I've had this one before and I loved it so much I had to get it again. Mine was the lobster ravioli served in mouth-watering creamy basil sauce. The ravioli were large in size and I believe I had about 6 of them in my dish, and I savored every bite. The combination with the lobster filling and creamy sauce are a fantastic flow of flavors, where one is not overpowering the other. The sauce is so good, I don't know what's in it, but I want to take it home. Just look at that lobster filling. Holy moly. You can see it is stuffed with big chunks of lobster. Oh my goodness. A very hearty filling for the ravioli. The chef is definitely a true Italian, making sure I'm leaving satisfied with a full belly. There's one thing I want to mention on the sauce being so good at Dolce Vita. My grandfather is actually half Italian. I don't look Italian, but yes, I do have some Italian in me. But he has told me that he remembers his grandma cooking pasta in a huge pot that sat on top of the stove taller than her. And all he would see is her tiny little hands throwing food and ingredients over her head and into the pot. So for decades, he had been trying to find an Italian restaurant that was just as good and tasted just like her sauce. And very happily with a grin, he has told me that Dolce Vita is the closest to it. So if you're in Hot Springs Village, give them a try for a delightful Italian meal. All right, that is enough with the food. It is time for some fun activities. The kids and I headed out to the indoor pool that is located at the gym. Since no one was swimming when we arrived, I quickly snapped video and the kids were eager to start swimming. It's actually a very large pool with the deepest point being 8 feet. There are beaches in the area that you can swim at, but it's January. The water is cold, so indoor pool it is. There's also a small kiddie pool to the side with an adults only hot tub located in the neighboring room. They got perfect seating area right here, and then noodles for the kids. And if you don't feel like swimming, they have a view, well, in the pool they got the view of the lake. Whoops, got the kid running into me. I know I'm all over the place with my recording on this because the kids are eager to swim. Look at that. There's a guy in a pontoon boat out there. Look at that. Yeah, but you can like hang out on there in the hot tub. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Okay. It's time to do some swimming. Yeah, my guy is eager to swim. Okay, so here's the pool. I'm going to take it outside. Gotta look at the view. Ooh, that wind is cold. Holy cow. Ooh. Look at that. And I am locked outside. Well, they also have a room with the hot tub. Let me fix that camera. Okay. I am filming a little bit choppy, but that's all right. Kids really wanted to get in the pool. But I just had to show the view that you get to see when you're swimming. And that tree's in the way, but there's mountains there. So not big peaks over on that side, but the other lake. I forgot what it's called. I'll have to look it up. Oops, there we go. you'll see in like bigger mountains in the distance. But absolutely gorgeous view while you're swimming. So, and they got this huge deck, patio, whatever you want to call it. I don't know about all you guys, but I cannot get... Oh, look at the crane.
There are bald eagles.
No, that's not bald eagle, honey. That's a crane.
There's a crane.
Careful, hon.
Oh. Is that acorn?
Anyways, what I was saying was, I don't know about you guys, but I can never get enough of a lake. So, and then here's the facility. Oh, let's see if I can block the sun a little bit. Get my fingers there. But that's the facility there. And then over there, they have some tennis courts. So, but here's another view of part of the building here. But they got the swimming pool right there, and you can see it's all glass windows, so you get nothing but a gorgeous view. And then the big deck. And they got the map right here.
Mom, let me get my acorn.
So here's of Hot Springs. And then here's just for like this section here.
Mom, can I get
There is a helicopter pad.
Mom, can I get
What?
my acorn?
Yeah, go ahead, hon. Just be careful. What? A helicopter pad? That is wild. I wonder if that's for like emergency? I don't know. Now I'm going to have to look. Now here's all the stuff that they do that's available. You have, where is he? Okay, he's over there. The trailhead. You can go bike riding, golf carts, fitness, tennis courts, RV park, kayak, swimming areas, helipad, and you are here. So we are right there. Okay, my son's being a screwball, so decided, well, since we're going to be a screwball, let's walk this way. Let's see what this is all about. I don't know why my camera keeps on wanting to point up. I don't know what's this way. Now he's got me curious. Now that we're walking this way, now I'm curious. Oh, now you can see the mountains a little bit better. So that's the one thing with the Arkansas mountains. They got like, it's rolling mountains. So in pictures and videos, it doesn't look like a very big mountain. But no, it's a mountain. It's big. It's a mountain. I know I'm not showing my face much while we're over here with the pool. But that's because I don't have any makeup on. And no one wants to see that. I don't even want to see that. And it's my own face. It's a good thing I don't walk around with a mirror all the time. Otherwise, I'd be going, yeesh, get some makeup on that. So, ooh, chirping bird. All right, so we're heading back to the house. Now we're heading back to the house. There's nothing like looking at a view of the lake with a fire hydrant and a random pair of underwear. All right, that's enough of that. Well, later on, my son and I headed back out and enjoyed some time at one of the other lakes. This here is Lake Cortez, and it is walking distance from the house that we are staying at. I will be showing that house because it is an Airbnb. So stay tuned for that for later in the video. All right, they got the bridge there that goes to the island. We're going to go walking across and head on to there.
I threw a big rock in the lake.
I know you threw a big rock in there. It scared me.
Oh, so did I scare you?
Yes, you did. I wasn't expecting you to throw a rock. You surprised me. Where is that rock? Is it down there?
Yes.
Oh, goodness. Well, we made it to the island and we checked out the cute canopy. It had benching on the inside and the outside, so you could sit and relax and enjoy the 360 scenic view of Lake Cortez. My son was a big chatterbox, and even though he was talking a lot and making a bunch of noise, the wildlife birds were out and about.
That might be a bald eagle. It's got a white head. Okay, bringing out the big lens.
Now, I have a big lens for my camera, but I don't have a $10,000 lens, and that bird was way up there. But I say that looks like a bald eagle. So what do you think? I didn't have my tripod with me, so the camera's a little shaky, but I got to film these guys. Now, these guys were really fun to watch. Moving along. Well, it turns out the fishing pole is in the car, so we are gonna just have him playing there with the hook. There we go. We'll just have him play in the water with the hook. I don't have any worms, so. All right, we're gonna walk over to the little island thing that's sticking out right there. And there's a perfect bench, so we'll walk over that way and fish over there. That works out, right?
Yes.
Yes. It never fails. If there's a lake and there's water, the boys gotta fish. All right, we ran into a problem. Dada, he's got this fish on here. Here, watch out, honey. He's got this fish on here, and Dada has this tied. The problem is, I don't have anything to cut the string. So we can't put a hook on there. We got something that we can use, like a little, what is it, jig or whatever it's called. Look at all the stuff that we got. And I don't have anything to cut the string. Are you fine with just this?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Maybe we'll just fish with this then. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. I don't even think we would be catching anything anyways. Okay. So, we gotta extend this pole out. Well, that dropped. Is that how we, wait, but then it's turned. Wait, so we gotta turn it. There we go. Okay.
Then we go fish.
How do we tighten it? Uh-oh. You got this brand new fishing pole from Santa. I don't know how to work it. Is this how you tighten it? Is it? Ow! Oops. Okay. Good job. He knows what he's doing. He may be 4, but he knows what he's doing. Do you want a bobber?
Yes,
Okay. All right, now I got to put a bobber on. Little itty bitty bobber. This'll work. Oh! Okay. Got the other end. Okay, I'm pretty sure that the little fish that you have on here is gonna make the bobber sing. And by the way, this little man had just turned 4 a couple days before Christmas. Yeah, he's one of those Christmas babies. So, and he's, yeah. So to be casting that well, age 3, you are a master fisher, aren't you? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, he's concentrating. He is determined to catch a fish on his no-hook fish. Are you going that way? I think you're getting farther and farther. That was a big cast. You were standing that far back and went all the way out there. Wow! Okay, I got the map. So this is the trail here. So there we go. There I am. And then the trail goes this way and around. I wonder how many miles this is. It looks like it says 3.9 miles. So here's where all of the trails are in the whole village. So where we are at on here is we're about there. And then that red's a dog park. And other trails there. So we're just gonna walk a little bit this way. So, but here's the trail for this section. There's the whole thing. Yeah, because they got the swimming area. They got the pavilion. That's where we were fishing with Dustin. And the kayaking, the boat launch, that's where we were with Dustin. So, Bocce ball and lawn bowling. What's lawn bowling? I never heard of that. Okay, so let's get going on our hike. All right, I'm glad I made it out here. It was on my bucket list to go for a walk on the trails here. So they got like the road. On this part, you could see the road driving by here. And then there's some houses behind there. So for the most part, it's actually very, kind of, I wouldn't say like secluded, but it gives you that like feel that you're in the middle of nowhere, but at the same time, you're still surrounded by some people. So, but the trail, it'll go more into the woods and everything. So the section that I'm in right now is a little bit more of, closer to where other things are. So, but yeah, this was one of the things that I really wanted to do was go out on the trails and go hiking on these nature trails. My bag is squeaking. So, but I'm all set with my other camera here. I even have my extended lens just in case I see some sort of wildlife nature, because it's usually my luck when I do these types of things is I'll see some sort of wildlife, but we'll just have to see. So, but I'm glad to be bringing you with. Wow, look at this tree. I wonder what kind of tree it is. I don't know what this is. It looks like it reminds me of Christmas. Doesn't it look like a Christmas type tree? Doesn't look very friendly though. At the end of the leaves, it's got like little prickers. That's not a friendly Christmas tree, but it looks like a Christmas type tree. Looks like something you're supposed to only see around Christmas. Probably because of the green and red. Oh, and it's right by a nice little creek. This one, the water's moving. Let's see the other side. Oh yeah, it's dumping all in there. In the giant log. Oh, keep going on the walk. I can hear the squirrels running around in the woods. It's like you think that you're kind of by yourself, and all of a sudden you hear like tick, 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 running on all the crunching leaves.
You know, I feel like I kind of jinxed myself a little bit because I said to my husband, I was like, you know, I have a feeling the year 2026 is going to just be a really good year. He's like, don't say that. Why'd you say that? You're not, now we're jinxed. Now it's screwed up. And I'm like, ah, that's all right. Well, then about 3 hours later, I ended up getting 3 hours before midnight, 3 or 4 hours before midnight, I ended up getting some sort of stomach bug or something like that. So for our New Year's, I just laid around. I wasn't feeling too hot. And then this morning, I opened the fridge and my husband put a bottle on top of the fridge, and I went to close the fridge and the bottle crashed down, almost landed right on my foot. And then I was like, oh no, you were right. I totally jinxed 2026. So then I'm throwing salt over my left shoulder. I'm throwing pennies in the air so that way I can find them on the ground. And he's like, you have to find a penny. You can't just like throw them on the ground. I'm like, I am finding them. They're all right there. I'm grabbing the ones with the heads up. I'm knocking on wood. So hopefully 2026 will start to get a little bit better. Okay, now I made it to a really nice creek. It's a creek, not a river. Oh, look at that. Okay, let me flip this around here. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be how this is going to play out on the camera, because the zoom isn't all that great. We got the water flowing. Little mini waterfalls, and then it goes through here and down this way. Oh, listen to that water. Well, and then what's really nice is they have a bench right here so that we can sit down. I'm a little nervous of snakes, though. Okay. But yeah, you can just sit on the bench. Watch the cars go by. And listen to the water flowing down. So, but yeah, a nice little relaxing, peaceful spot. And then we continue on a walk. I gotta kick it up a notch with this hike because I gotta make sure that I get back to the house before dark, because unfortunately with the time frame of January, once it starts to get dark, it gets dark fast. So yeah, there's plenty of daylight out right now, but it's gonna get dark quick if I don't hurry up. So I'm gonna hustle and bustle, and my apologies if I sound a little winded, or I'm not winded, but I'm having to breathe more. I'm going up a mountain, for crying out loud. I need the street, because then the street tells me that I gotta walk down that way I can get down the neighborhood. That might be the street. Oh my goodness, I hope that's the street. I really hope that's the street. I'm sure you're watching this going, oh my goodness, stop saying I hope that's the street. But I do, I hope. Alright, I gotta see what this... It is the street! Oh my gosh! I thought I was gonna have to walk way farther. I was a little nervous I was gonna have to walk another mile or two just to get back to the house. Ooh, look at that, look. Look at that, it's the street. Now I gotta figure out where I'm at. I think all I gotta do is just go left. Here, what does this sign say? What does this sign say? Oh, finished Paris. Oh, that was not help. There was no help. All right. I made it. Whoop. Here we go. Goodness. Okay, so the path continues on that way, but we are going to head back to the house. So we're going to have to walk along the street here to get back to the house. Okay, I'm having to pull up the GPS on my phone because I'm a little lost. Whoopsie doodle. Okay, good news. I think I see the street that I need to head down, where it's the actual neighborhood street. Well, that's interesting. You know, I was trying to figure out an easier way because I was like, oh, I could just go, because I knew where the one side was, where the entrance was. But then for the other side, I was like, oh, I can just exit out that way. I didn't realize how far back it goes. And so then you end up getting caught up on this street here. But, yeah, I see the street that I need to be walking down for the actual neighborhood. You know, I would do like a nice jog and everything, but I got the camera, I got the bag on me. I got too much stuff. But that's all right. This is what going on an adventure is all about. Getting lost, finding your way. You know how amazing what the technology is? You know what I did? I just pulled up the maps, and then I just tracked where my daughter's phone was, and that's where the house is. Ta-da! There's that street. All right, I'm on a roll now. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. I'm not far away now. All right, I was afraid I was going to be getting back at the house and it would be just like dark. And then my husband calling me, I'm going, where are you? And me going, I don't know. I'm lost. But no, it's right there. So, all right. Okay, I got to cross the street. No cars. All right. Whew. All right, we're rocking and rolling now. There's a herd of deer. There's a herd of deer. Let's see if I can. I'm going to try to walk quietly. Oh, there they go. There they go. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if that got picked up on the camera. I don't know if that got picked up on the camera. They were already really jumpy. So, I mean, for you guys to go, well, Brett, you were so loud, you scared them away. Well, no, they were actually really jumpy already. So I made no difference at all. So they were extremely skittish. And then they stopped when they saw me, and then they were like, nope, we're just going to keep going. So definitely way too quick to take any pictures. Wish they were slow, they were calmer. But no, they were too skittish, but that was cool. It was cool. There was about 4 or 5 of them. So all of them were adults. There was one that was like littleish size. But they're gone. They're gone now. That was cool. I hope that came up on the camera. Oh, there's the house. And there she is. I made it back to the house. That was a good walk. Well, here is the front of the house, just to give you a good look before we head on in. So yeah, it's just a cute, simple house. So, but yeah, that was a good walk. But we'll head on in now. And this is just like the front porch area and everything. So, all right, let's head on in and I'll show you around. All right, so we are on the inside. And here is the living room.
So what I filmed out before outside, it was more daylight and everything. So, and now I'm finally able to film the inside of the house. So it is dark outside. So to give the viewpoint from out the window, I'm doing some editing and stuff, and we'll just see how when I go to show the outside or the backyard how that looks. But this is all the living room here. I'm standing right behind me is the front door right here. So, but this is the living room right here. So it's actually it is a small house, but it is a very good, decent size house. I want to say it's like 1,200 to 1,500 square foot. And one of those, 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, one of the bathrooms having a shower in the bathtub. And the other bathroom, it's just the toilet. So, but yeah, and here's the living room here. And then here's the kitchen. Nice big, long counter space here. So there we go. So here's another viewpoint of how the living room is. And then to my left here, this is the hallway, and then that's where the bathrooms and the bedrooms are. So I'll get to that in just a second. So, but here, another angle with, whoops, going around this way. There we go. Another angle of the living room. See? Very nice space. You know, it is just a nice little, like, cozy. And the designs, the theming of the house, it's all golf and wine. So here's some artwork up top where it's the golf. Like this is all golf. And like that's a nice golf picture there. I'm getting the reflection of the lamp, but hopefully you can see that very well. And then you got the vine and the grapes, like over here on the wall. So you got the grapes for the wine. But here is the dining room table. Nice, good space. And then here's the other side with the kitchen here. So, yeah, there's the table there. And then it's got a nice, good fridge. It's got the appliances of a dishwasher, an electric stove. It's not gas. But yeah, I like with this where this is all nice and open. So then you got the living room here. And then you can yell at the kids, hey, I see you. Put that down. So, and then it's got like these shutters here. So for the kitchen here. So if you want to close that, and go like that. But unfortunately with it being night, you can't really see what's going on outside. But it is just that hill that's there. And I've been checking and looking to see if I can end up seeing any of the houses, like with their lights on, and and I cannot see anyone out there. So it's actually pretty private. So, but yeah, I'll add in the clip here for how the outside looks. All right, so here is the deck. Let me close the door here. Yes. So, yeah, it's got a nice deck here. And there are some chairs. So this is about, I want to say it's just a quarter lot, but you don't even have neighbors. All you're getting is that hill there. So, I mean, it's a nice view and everything. I mean, you got the neighbors that are right there and like right there. But when you look out the window, it is privacy. And that tree has no bark. I have never seen a tree like that. Okay, gotta check it out. Gotta check it out. All right, let's look at this tree. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Look at this tree. I've never seen a tree like that. Is this how the bark is? That it's just really smooth or something? What kind of tree is this? I am very fascinated. So, but here's the view of the house on that side. And I see the boy in the sliding door. But that's all right. Yeah, but it's actually pretty private back here. So, but yeah, this is all that you get. So, yeah. Yeah, so you get the... Whoops, stepping on a rock. Yeah, so you get the scenery and some privacy and stuff, but yeah. Oh, heading back in. Going up. Yeah, but see, it's a nice, good deck here. Here, I'm gonna sit right here. Look at this. I'm sitting right here. Oh, as I hit it. Ah, look at that. Ah, this is perfect. And then you get the window that's like right there. That's where the sink is for the kitchen. And doing dishes. Yeah, you got just nice and relax. Yeah, it's a nice setup. Let's check this out inside. I'll show you the rest of the place. Okay, so now that you know what the outside backyard looks like, here is the laundry room, and this is what's going to take you to the garage. And it's a one-car garage, so that's the garage door here. We got the car parked in there, and then it's got the washer and the dryer. So yeah, and if you're looking to do like huge loads, it's actually kind of more of a smaller barrel, so you have to do smaller loads at a time, but that's okay. It does the job. So, and then all you do is just close the shutters here, and the washer and dryer are not loud or really noisy at all. All I did was just close this, and we've been able to be out here and completely be comfortable and not have any noise of the washer, dryer, or the furnace even bothering us. So yeah, there we go. But it's a nice, cute little house. I mean, this is absolutely perfect. And it's even got, you got some games and the DVD player. We got the TV. Oh, here's the closer look at the fireplace. Whoop, I gotta back up. Yeah, here's the closer look of the fireplace. And then once again, it's all the golfing artwork. So, and then there's even the golf artwork in the bathrooms too. So, but yeah, it's a very nice setup in here. Very cozy and comfortable. Just I feel like I'm at home type of atmosphere. It's very cute. Very, very cute. So, but here, now I will show you the bedrooms and bathrooms. Okay, so coming around the kitchen, here's the hallway. We're heading down. So we got the main bedroom here, the second bedroom, and then here's the bathroom. So I'm going to show the bathroom first before going into the bedrooms. So they provide the towels here for you. So that way if you forget anything, you got some towels here. And then this is a stand-up shower, but it is also a tub. So when you have kids, that can be very helpful. But yeah, here's the look of the bathroom. And it's a long walk-in. And they also provide the soap too, if you forget that. So, but here's the bathroom in here. No, but it's a good size walk-in bathroom. But then here is, and then also here's, I think, where the furnace is. Yeah, here's the furnace here, and it's very, very quiet. My furnace that I have at home can actually get pretty loud, but that one's actually extremely quiet. So, but here is the main bedroom here. So it's got the TV, nice chair. It's got the desk there.
Nice setup with the bed. And it's a good sized bedroom. And this one has, so you have right across the hall, the main bathroom, but this bedroom has a bathroom too. It does not have the shower or bathtub. It is just with toilet. And then it's got the counter space here. Ta-da, with the mirror and the lights. So, and then it's the same thing with the soap where they have the extra little complimentary soap. You got the golf theme there. So, but yeah, there's this bathroom. I'm gonna close the door. And then here's the closet here. And then looking at it actually looks kind of small, but it is actually a pretty good size closet. It goes in that way. And then here. And then here, let's check out the closet space. Closet space. Yeah, it's up really high too. But here's closet space. I'm in it. I'm in the closet. I have an obsession with walk-in closets. So this one's technically not a walk-in closet, but I mean, it's got good space. It's got plenty of space. I feel like my voice got extra loud. There we go. So, but I mean, it's got plenty of room in there. So if you're staying for longer than a weekend, you can, plenty of space to put stuff. And then I got to flip this back around. I mean, they got the dresser too, where you can put stuff in. Dresser there, and the dresser there. So yeah. No, this is actually really good. There we go. There we go. It's actually got good space there. Nice, comfortable. And then here is bedroom number 2 is right here. So a nice little sitting spot. It's got an old TV, and it's got the map of, which I really liked. Oh, I'm getting the glare of that fan. Is Hot Springs Village with the whole map on there. I wonder what that is. Golf courses. These are all golf courses here. So yeah, that's kind of neat having that there. But here is I gotta point my camera down. I feel like it keeps pointing it up too high. There we go. So yeah, it's got this bedroom in here. So it is smaller than the other one, of course, because the other one's the master bedroom. But I mean, it's still a really good size room where it's comfortable. My husband and I have been sleeping in the other bedroom, but my daughter, and then we have like the small cot for my son, we're going in there. Now these closet doors are mirrors, but let's go ahead and show. Hello, gorgeous. How big it is in here. All right, I'm gonna do the flippy. Dun dun. Yeah. Now I'm in this closet, but it goes in far this way. See how far my hand is? There, but it goes, yeah. Plenty of space. Ding. Yeah, plenty of space. All right, let's see if I can close this. Yeah, it's technically not a walk-in closet, but I mean, it feels like a walk-in closet because it goes in pretty deep, and then it goes for the sides. It gives plenty of space too. So yeah, those are the good sizes on there. So yeah, here's the bedrooms and the bathrooms. That's pretty much it. I just want to clarify real quick. Airbnb sponsors the rental homes, but the best place to go to where you will get the best info and to find all the rentals, you'll want to go to hsvrentals.com. There you can get in contact with specialists that can assist you with any questions or help you book your vacation stay in the Hot Springs Village. All right, well, our road trip has come to an end. We're going to be getting up super early tomorrow and heading back and heading home. So I hope you enjoyed seeing what I could show you of this house. And it is just absolutely perfect for us it was perfect for us to stay here. And a huge thank you to the homeowner for allowing us to come down here and to show his place so that way you can rent it out. Because I don't even think you can stay at any hotels around here. I think the only way that you can get into Hot Springs Village is to rent from an Airbnb. So this was absolutely perfect for us. We were down here to visit family. My main focus was to be spending time with them. So hopefully I was able to show at least a little bit of what Hot Springs Village is all about so that way you can come here and visit too, because it is just an absolutely gorgeous, fantastic place. Just, it's perfect for if you're looking to do some sort of getaway but not do like an extravagant vacation, you know, a road trip. So yeah, this one here, I mean, it was perfect for us. It's very cozy and just, it's cute. It's a very cute home. So, but there's plenty of other Airbnbs that are around here too that you can rent out for if you need something a little bit bigger, if you got a bigger family, if 2 bedrooms isn't enough. But for us, this was absolutely perfect. So I'm going to make sure to have the link in the description or in the comments so that way you can find this house. And yeah, I think I covered everything. So my editing might be a little bit choppy because like I said, my main focus was to see family, but hopefully I showed enough for you guys. So yeah, this is the end of our road trip here for now. So I hope everyone had an awesome new year. Good start to 2026. This is going to be a very exciting year. I hope you all join me for future road trips this year. I can't talk. What's going on? And yes. So I will see you next time on the next road trip. Bye.